Welcome to Synagogues of England, Part 8. We start out in the city of Nottingham, which is in the central part of England in the Midlands region. It has a population of about 289,000 residents. We are looking at the more recent location for what used to be called the Nottingham Hebrew Congregation, also known as Hatikva Synagogue. It was formed originally in 1823 and has been in a couple locations. The first was built in 1890 in a street called Chaucer. And then in 1954, it moved to what had been a chapel on Shakespeare Street. How's that for British authors? And then they closed in January of 2017 and reopened to the new location shown here under the name Hatikva. The congregation practices the Orthodox customs. Here is a look at the facility of their previous location. The other synagogue in Nottingham is called the Nottingham Liberal Synagogue. It used to be known as the Nottingham Progressive Jewish Congregation. Its rabbi since 2009 is Tanya Saknovich. She was born in Minsk, Belarus. There are about 35 communities in England, Scotland, and the Republic of Ireland which ascribe to liberal Judaism. Here are a couple peeks at the interior of the synagogue. Shabbat services are held on both Friday evenings and Saturday mornings. The Hebrew school provides training to more than 40 students. This overhead shot is of the Oxford Jewish Synagogue. Oxford is located in the central southern portion of England and has a population of about 150,000 residents. This is a unique synagogue facility in that it provides space for services for all denominations within Judaism. The Orthodox services are held both Friday evenings and Saturday mornings for Shabbat. The separation of men and women is not physical. There is no mechitza barrier, other than the fact that the men sit on one side of the room and the women on the other. We believe that the structure shown below was erected in 1974. Our next stop takes us to Plymouth, England, which is a city in southwest England. It has about 235,000 residents. We're looking at what is simply called Plymouth's Orthodox Synagogue. It claims to be the oldest Ashkenazic practice congregation still in use in the English-speaking world. Services are made available on Friday evenings and Saturday mornings for Shabbat. This congregation and its building was established in 1762. Miraculously, even though Plymouth was heavily bombed by the Nazis during World War II, 3 buildings survived. One was a church across the street, another was a guild hall around the corner, which were both somewhat damaged, but the shul was almost untouched. The congregation does not currently list a rabbi as spiritual leader. Ramsgate is a town along the English eastern portion seacoast. It has at the most 40,000 residents, and it is also the final resting place of Sir Moses Montefiore. He was born in Italy in 1784 and died in Ramsgate in 1885 at the age of 100. He bought a mansion in 1831 and commissioned to have a synagogue built next to it. Here is a look at its interior. This is the Thanet and District Reform Synagogue, also located in Ramsgate and known as well as Eitz Chaim. Its spiritual leader is Rabbi Cliff Cohn. Shabbat services are held on Friday evenings only. Our final stop takes us to the large town of Reading, which is on the Thames River in southern England. It has a little more than 218,000 residents. We're looking at the Reading Hebrew congregation, which is currently apparently under repair. The congregation was formed in 1886. The building shown here was opened in 1900. Shabbat services are on Friday evenings and Saturday mornings. No weekday services are listed for this Orthodox congregation. Services are conducted by visiting rabbis. We conclude this tour, but there are still many more synagogues in the country of England to check out. So bye for now and see you real soon.